What's up, my lovely love goodies? Welcome back to your girl channel, Auntie Mi Kitchen, how to cook. Now, this is a requested recipe that you've asked me to make in my kitchen, fast, easy, and simple. You wanted me to make that Cornish hen with that garlic honey butter sauce, and it's on your table. Be sure to subscribe and turn on your post notifications to be reminded every time a girl upload a brand new video. Let's get started.
Where you coming from? You don't remember where you're coming from. You don't remember where you're coming from. Rastafari, why you turn your back on your brother when him need you? You don't remember the days when him feed you. You know when no obligation but to owe him some respect. All you need to do is just give him one to get turn your back on your
Love bugs, let's start cooking our Cornish hen recipe. And let's first talk about our Cornish hen. Cornish hen are very delicate meat. It has a very delicate sweet texture to it. A lot of people prefer to eat Cornish hens over chicken. Cornish hen is very tender to the touch and it cooks faster than chicken does, and it has a great flavor. Now, I usually clean my Cornish hen just the same way as I do my chicken. Alright, so I just go in with the lemon, the salt, and the vinegar, and we just go ahead and wash it twice like I always do, and then just let it sit and hang out in that cold running water for 30 minutes. And usually, make sure that the lemon goes all the way up and above into that chicken from inside out, and just let it hang out. And yeah, as you can see I'm doing here, you just want to make sure that you check your chicken, of course, and make sure that there is no feathers on it, and if you have to cut off any excess fat. Cornish hen doesn't have a lot of fat on it like regular chicken does, but you will find a little bit here and there. It's up to you to cut off whatever you do not want on the chicken, on your Cornish hen rather, and then just make it your own. But how I'm going to prepare this one is I'm going to cut it into the middle of the breast. So I'm going to open the breast, but I'm going to keep the back connected just like that. And then if there's any imperfections, I'm going to go ahead and take those off, as well as I'm going to take off the butt, because them said the chicken butt make it chat too much. So your girl is going to take that off, but chat too much already. So just go ahead and cut off your imperfections off of the chicken. And then what I did do to the Cornish hen though, I went ahead and cleaned on the inside of the chicken. Like when I say clean on the inside of the chicken, I took out that little thing right there in the middle of the chicken, like right there. So I cracked the bone so that way the chicken will stay flat, and then I took it out. That right there, we just want to go ahead and remove it. And then after you remove it, you want to go in and give it another rinse, just a quick rinse, just to remove any suspects. Just get rid of the suspect, because the chicken already washed nice and clean. But I did go in and give it a nice little quick rinse under that cold water, and my Cornish hen was nice and clean and ready to cook, right? Just like that. It's very simple. Yeah, always wash your meat, always clean your sink when you're done, and always wash your hands when you're done handling any kind of meat or poultry whatsoever. Moving right along, in a container, I'm getting ready to season up my Cornish hen. So I'm going in with some salt, and then I'm going to add some black pepper to the mix, and all the amount for the recipe will be listed down in your description box, along with other recipes for the holiday. Go in with some onion powder, and then I'm adding to that garlic powder to the mix as well. And I did add more garlic powder than I did any of the other seasonings. I did go in with the chicken season because I am doing poultry, and to that, for color, I'm adding some paprika to that. You could add chili powder if you like to. I went in with some powdered cloves to the mix. It's gonna bind everything together and give it a nice little delicate flavor. I did go in with my all-purpose seasoning to the mix. I not really like the one, but I use. And then I went in with some dried parsley and all I did here was give it a good mix like that, and I was ready for my chicken. Before I add the seasoning to it though, I did go in with some paper towel and kind of dry off the excess water that might be laying around on my my Cornish hen, right? Just gonna do that, pot some of that thing off, and then I added some extra virgin olive oil onto the chicken because it's going to help me to make my seasoning stick in the right places, and it's going to give the outer skin a nice delicate color and crisp to the Cornish hen. It's going to be awesome, right? So do that from the inside out, just like that. Easy and simple, fast, easy and simple on both sides of the chicken. Don't be afraid to angle the chicken and angle it, good angle it. Now we're gonna go ahead and sprinkle on that good spices that you made on the Cornish hen thoroughly, and you want to make sure that you get all of the chicken, like everywhere. You don't want to miss no spots, right? However, when you are done with that, kind of pat it into the Cornish hen so that way the seasoning starts to stick. Then you turn it on the opposite side and go in generously, just like that, on the inner side. I'm saying inner corner, inside of the chicken, right? That the Cornish chicken, just like this. You basically want to make sure that your Cornish hen is seasoned to the maximum capacity. Then with the remaining of the season, just go ahead and sprinkle all that stuff on. You are going to allow the Cornish hen to sit and marinate for at least 2 hours, goodie, because you want it to soak up all that good seasoning, right? Now, when I was ready to start cooking, what I did, I went in with some potatoes and I washed it thoroughly and I cut it into my desired size. To that potato, I'm going to add an extra large onion, and you could choose the onion of choice that you like. But this is my desired size that I chose for my potato, and that's also my desired potato that I choose to use for the recipe. I sprinkled it with some salt, for sure, right? And after I sprinkle it, I went in and rub in that salt just like that. Then we go in with the black pepper and sprinkle that on the potato and rub it in, same way we did the salt before. Went in with the paprika, sprinkled upon the potatoes, and then rub it in. So you have your salt, your black pepper, and your paprika, and that is what it's supposed to look like. Now moving right along, I went in with my pot with my oil that is nice and hot. To the pot, you want to go in and add your potatoes. You want your potatoes to cook nice and golden brown. You have to have your potatoes cooked, right? But make sure that it's cooked nice and golden brown. It's going to have a beautiful color with the paprika that you had put on your potatoes, right? And the skin is going to be nice and crisp and filled with flavor, right? Now, to give it more flavor, you want to go in and add your onions to the mix. You're going to allow this to cook together as a combination for 5 minutes, because that onion that you added to the potato is going to give it a whole lot of flavor. And not only is going to flavor your potatoes, but it's also going to flavor that oil that you're frying your potatoes and onions in, because we are going to in fact use it to do our chicken. However, before you do that though, start frying your Cornish hen, you want to go ahead, make sure that you remove all the onions from the pot, because you don't want anything to burn. It's going to make the thing bitter. Go ahead and remove at least half of the oil from it. Make sure you do that good. You don't want to fry the Cornish hen in a whole stack of oil, okay? Even though it's flavorful, we want to move some of that oil. Now we're going to put our Cornish hen skin side down and allow it to fry for at least 10 minutes on medium heat. So we're going to do 5 on one, 5 on the other, and that is what it's going to look like. You do not want to burn the seasoning that you applied on the Cornish hen earlier. So fry it on medium heat for 5 minutes on one side, 5 on the other, a total of 10 minutes, and then you remove it from the grease, just like so, right? Now we are going in with the second one, and you could cook as much of a Cornish hen as you like. I only did 2, so that's my second one, and it's all nice and golden and crisp and filled and smells so good with nothing but flavor. So we go ahead and remove that from the grease, and honey, it was smelling oh so yummy, oh so yummy. But we're not done yet. We still have work to be done. Work to be done, boo. Work to be done. Go ahead and once again remove the extra oil from the pot, right? After you remove the extra oil, go in and add 1 stick of butter, and you want to add a whole lot of garlic to the mix, but at least 3 tablespoons of that good stuff. Now, what you're going to do here is go ahead and mix this together and allow it to melt as a combination, right? Because already it's kicking with flavor already. Now to that, you want to add your honey to the mix. Add in your honey, boo, and again, all the amounts of the recipe will be listed in your description box. Now you go ahead and add your ketchup as well to the mix. Yes, boo, go in and add that ketchup. It's going to do it some kind of justice, right? So add your ketchup in there. You're going to flavor it up with some black pepper. Just like so. There's a tad bit, not a whole lot, right? And then I'm going in with a pinch of salt, just a little bit, not too much. Now you want to go in with your Worcestershire sauce. Make sure that you add that to it, and I'm also going to go in with some soy sauce as well, right? So you put those in it, and of course you going in with your dried parsley, and you can add fresh parsley too if you have it, right? A tad bit of apple cider vinegar for sure is going to combine everything and give it the taste that it needs. Allow it to bubble and simmer and thicken up just like that. After you've done all of that, my thing all set and all done and all curried, just like so, it's time to go in and add that good stuff all over that chicken. And you want to go ahead and put it into a preheated oven. Your oven has to be preheated, goodie. And again, all the amounts and the instructions and all of that good stuff will be down in the description box, so go ahead and check that out. All right, that is smelling good, looking good, and it's all ready. However, make sure before you put it into your oven, in fact, that you go ahead and grab you some foil paper and wrap it nice and tight. That foil paper is going to lock everything in and let it stay nice and moist. Now while we are waiting for our chicken to done, be sure that you have subscribed to the channel. If you have not already, go ahead and do so and turn on those post notifications. Now I always have some amazing recipes, and they're always fast, easy, and simple to follow. Anything where you not say ask me, and what it shall be delivered. Now while you're still here checking me out cooking, go ahead and subscribe to my second channel, Life as Julian. I'm up all kind of things over the Dollar Tree DIY and all them good up stuff. All them vegan goodies, your recipes are over there, and they are coming in fact for 2020. And anything where you not say ask, and your girl I gonna do it. Big things are pop in a 2020 for them. Goody. Yes, my goodies. Now all my story time videos, check them out, and they are always interesting. All right, I love you guys so much. Thank you for all your love and support as always. When the chicken was done, right, that is what it looks like. See how the Cornish hen look? Perfect. It was still nice and moist and juicy, and all the spice and the butter, garlic, honey was all soaked up into the Cornish hen, all the way to the skin, all the way up into the chicken. Every single part of the chicken was looking and smelling amazing. When that thing was served on the plate, boo, we was ready to dive in. All right, nobody was disappointed, and I did have that with some mac and cheese, and the recipe for that mac and cheese will be listed down below as well, along with all the other holiday ideas recipe. I'm gonna list them down below, so check them out. You're sorry like all them things there. That what your chicken look like, but Well, let's just our Cornish hen, right? Chicken Cornish hen. Yes, it is amazing. I hope you enjoyed the recipe. Like and share it with friends and family. Tell them what's going on over here. Send them, come, goodie. Tell me what you like to have me cooking next in my kitchen. And remember, as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen. Enjoy!